What is going on, guys? Sid here with another FIFA 23 video, and welcome to the RTG on this channel. So guys, I know it's been quite some time since the last video, and guys, we are now up to team number 2 of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 Path to Glory players. Guys, there's a lot of really dope players in Team 2. Goretzka's in there. Kyle Walker is in there. Guys, I think the Brozovic card looks absolutely insane. The Nkunku card looks insane. There's a lot of cards that could potentially make it into my team. Or, you know, like, I don't know, like, we could probably start experimenting with a new team, if anything. But guys, from the last video to now, they repatched the game, right? And the mechanics are completely different yet again. I think I'm gonna hurl myself off of a cliff. Joking. But yeah, I really feel like they need to settle down. Like the patches do help and they do benefit certain players, right? And certain acceleration styles, and there's been improvements in terms of the touch. There were some dribbling issues and touch issues. There still are, right? So the game is highly on next gen, at least. The game is highly inconsistent from one moment to the next. That is the long and short of FIFA 23 thus far as the game stands. But in that time, from the last video to now, Darwin Nunez got an upgrade. And guys, there are more Path to Glory players out right now, and I've just been experimenting with my side. I did try out World Cup Heroes Ricardo Carvalho. He's actually really good, but for the price point, I feel like the Foot Heroes version of the card versus like the World Cup Heroes version of the card, the difference between those two, the price literally is 50k to like 54.5k. Up to 220k, right? Up like 210 to 220k. So the difference right there, right, is probably 150k. So that begged the question: was it worth it? Did it warrant that price point? That, you know, for that minimal stat boost? I would say no. Just me personally, because I think if you guys saw a couple of videos in the past, right, a couple of videos back on the RTG, I kind of mentioned for FIFA 23 for the World Cup Path to Glory players, I kind of wanted Aki as one of my center backs, right? Because I think the Dutch team is actually really strong. They have great squad depth, and I feel like they'll get through to a lot of games, right? And the way the stats are distributed on the Aki card for 8 swaps tokens, World Cup swaps tokens, it's actually really good, right? And with a couple stat boosts, this card could be very much so goated, right? After a couple of games, right, for the World Cup. And guys, the World Cup started today, right? So Qatar faced Ecuador, and I call the match correctly, right? But you know, it's still good to see, right? It's still good to see. I hope every team, like I think I've said this before, like if you're an athlete, like regardless, right, of, you know, like of the team that you're in, like if you are an athlete, you already have my backing, right? So best of luck to all players, best of luck to all teams, right? And whoever you guys are rooting for, best of luck to you, right? Everyone has their favorites, and everyone has their reasons for their favorites, right? So I don't know this year, right? There's a lot of really good teams. There's a lot of really well-balanced teams, and in terms of squad depth, there's a lot of teams with a lot of squad depth this year, right? So unfortunately for the France team, they've been hit with like injuries left and right, and there's just been a lot of teams for this World Cup that, you know, they've been hit with a lot of injuries. But I think this could be Brazil or Germany's year, right? Don't quote me on it, and don't hate me, like, if you have a different, like, idea. I'm just going by what feels almost correct. Portugal has a strong team. England has a strong team. Spain always has a strong team. There's a lot of front runners. There's a lot of dark horses. Guys, we can sit here and debate, but I personally feel like this could definitely be Brazil's year. A lot of people are rooting for Argentina, which is perfectly reasonable, right? France still is in the running, right? There's a lot of like favorites, right? Is what I'm trying to get at, right? And there's always like the dark horses like Croatia and stuff like that, right? with that being said, right, and there's a lot of African teams as well. With that being said, we've got World Cups swaps tokens to redeem, right? I didn't do all of them as of yet. I was going to initially work up to 20 tokens to like I wanted to do it, right? Like I was like switching my mind off of Aki, right? And I wanted to do the 84 plus by 20 3 times, right? I wanted to do that, right? Because I started the Ribery, the end of an era Ribery SBC. I started it, and it's like dumb expensive if you're running an RTG, right? So I wanted to do the 3 times, the 84 plus by 20s pack, and I was gonna get that done. But then I said to myself, I've already got 3 blocks completed, right? I managed to get 3 blocks completed from the last video to now, right? Funny enough, right, I had just finished the Rafael Leao. Like, I upgraded my Rafael Leao, and then the Ribery dropped a couple days after I completed it, right? So, I just, like, I'm like that irked me to no end. But after the patch change, right, explosive players, right, Ribery's chem style, right, it's suited for an explosive player. Explosive players get the boost, right? So when we're looking at the Frank Ribery card, right, he's 5-star, 5-star, high medium. He's gonna be an absolute beast in game. So I need to complete this, and the objective for today's video is trying to complete the Frank Ribery, right? That's all we're doing. We're up, and hopefully we get a Path to Glory player, and then with the remaining swaps tokens, when they do drop, let's just check and see if they dropped. With the remaining swaps tokens, right, I've got 14 completed, and I can get up to 15. Did they drop any more, right? If they dropped any more, we can very much so finish Aki right away, right? No, it doesn't seem like they have, right? So I guess did they put it into SBCs? Let's check the SBCs really quickly, because this video is going to be dumb short, right? We're just opening some packs, and then I'll see how much more grinding I've got to do, right? So I've got 200k, right, that I have been experimenting with, right? 200k residual, right? And we've been just trying to, like, figure out how we're gonna better the side, right? And make, like, an insane god squatted out side, right? So after the most recent patch, the dough works perfectly fine now, right? Before the patch, he was just a trash right back. Now he works perfectly fine. So it freed up some coins. I was using Wan-Bissaka, like I used him like for a short amount of time, like right before the patch, right? And then like the patch dropped, and I just started like reworking my whole squad. So we're in the middle of reworking the squad. So Ribery, we're gonna get done. Long story short, Aki, we're gonna hopefully finish out soon, right? Very, very soon, right? Before, excuse me, I had to burp. Before the next weekend league, before more World Cup matches, right? So that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. We're gonna see what other Path to Glory players we can pack. There's a couple Path to Glory players I want to personally pack, right? So it's just going to be good times. So guys, with that being said, likes, comments, subscription, notification bell, they all help keep the channel going. I grinded like no tomorrow in order to bring this video to you guys, and I was gonna do the 84 plus by 20 by 3, right? But instead I said to myself, you know what, we only got 1 block to complete. Let's just do 184 plus by 20, right? And then hopefully Aki, right, Nathan Aki gets you know, like enough stat boost that he can be a goated center back in the back line, right? Because the card looks at the start as a starting Path to Glory card, the card looks like it has a lot of potential for growth, right? And that's what you're looking for. So you can just sit on the cards, and the cards will just grow, right? And it's work smart, not work hard, right? So yeah, that's where we stand. I still gotta relearn the game again, right? Every time I feel like I've got this game figured out on the next gen platforms, every time I feel like I've got it figured out, bam, no, something something just shoots me way out, you know, off course, right? So I've still got a lot of learning to do, relearning to do. I know you guys are probably in the same boat. I know a lot of the lengthy meta players, right? Those guys are really annoyed at the game right now. I know a lot of the people that were running explosive players, right? They've gotten a huge boost in terms of playability, in terms of the gameplay with their players. I heard Mbappe. I actually came across Mbappe. I came across some of the explosive players, right, in in every damn mode, right? And I've just been getting absolutely destroyed, whether it be Neymar, Mbappe, whether it be Ribery, right? A lot of the explosive players, Chiesa, like my Chiesa, is absolutely insane now, right? So that's where we stand with this game. So we're gonna do the 84 plus by 20 pack right now, and then see where we land off of that, and then I'll start finishing up with the Franck Ribery, right? How does that sound? I hope it sounds great. I hope you guys you know what? Let me know. I need this screenshot, right? Well, this is a terrible screenshot, right? So I'll have to take that one. Let me let the screen clear out correctly. So it's neat. Okay, so 84 plus by 20, right? And then we get the Nathan Ackie done, right? So that sounds absolutely amazing to me, right? I hope it sounds amazing to you. I hate when that thumbnail doesn't show up correctly, right? That irks me, right? But in any case, 205,000 coins, that's gonna go like next to nothing because we got an 88 rated side we gotta put together, right? And then I'll like upgrade the Gakpo and upgrade whatever players I can upgrade. So we got some small packs. We'll do the small packs first, right? And then we'll do the big packs, right? So 2 rare gold players pack, let's go. We'll start with the smallest and then work our way to the ending. Right, so essentially you've got a pack opening video on the RTG. And guys, this year's RTG has just been, it's been dead, right? It's been difficult to churn out videos, and it's not something that I like, right? It's not a good feeling. Like, normally I would have more RTG videos out for you guys, but in terms of like learning the game, it's been taking me that much longer for some reason, right? Plus I'm older, right? But for some reason I have not learned this game in a manner that I feel is like worthy of, like, you know, like speaking like I have any real understanding, right? And plus I didn't drop League SBCs, right? So I've had my work cut out for me. I've had my work cut out for me this year, right? This season, but I'm really just trying to get everything out the way so I can enjoy the World Cup, right? Like, I actually want to watch some games. I don't want to just be grinding on this RTG. My head's like getting dizzy doing all the grind work, right? Like, whenever you're running an RTG, like everyone knows, like when you're running an RTG, like there's so much grind work, and after a while your head just starts swinging, right? There's only so much you can do, right? Is what I'm trying to say, right? So that 84 plus by 20 better deliver, because in the past, I think in the past 3 weeks, my returns in this game has just been absolutely trash, right? The last big pull I got was, I was like on my way home from the hospital, and I did manage to pull a Path to Glory Grealish. I sold him off, and that's where that influx of coinage came from, right? Well, the partial influx of coinage, right? So, but I actually want to try that player out. I want to sit on a couple Path to Glory players, right? And just rework the team. And I feel like that's gonna happen soon. But first I want to just, you know, settle down on a squad, right? Like right now I don't have like a starting squad that I feel is like up to the relative power, right? Where I feel comfortable with the side that I'm running, right? So that's where we stand with this, right? So let's open up the gold pack, and then we'll do the final pack, and then the big pack, right? The final small pack, and then the 84 plus by 20. Okay, so it seems like I'm gonna have my work cut out for me, right? It doesn't seem like we've pulled anything huge, right? Not really expecting anything too huge, right? Phil Foden was a beast for me last year, last year's FIFA. Okay, so we've got a 75 rated rare player. This is just from doing milestone objectives and stuff like that. So hopefully we see one of the Team 2's Path to Glory players, right? I think this is a duplicate. I think this player I see the most out of all players right now. Okay, he's not a duplicate right now. I probably sent him through into an SBC. Okay, all right, guys. Here's the big one. So guys, remember, likes, comments, subscription, notification bell, they all help keep the channel going. Let me know who you got in your swaps packs, right? Like, I want to hear too, right? Because you want to hear what everybody else in the community got, just not, you know, your own. You don't just want to hear what you got, right? So in any case, 84 plus by 20, let's go. This better be good, guys. It's a Team of the Week card. I've packed him 3 times already. Oh no, is there anything behind that? Oh! Ha! We pull Haaland again! This is the second time I pull Haaland. Albeit it's a regular Haaland, he's still extremely usable and durable as a starting card, right? So I know at this stage in the game you don't really want to use Haaland, right? And there are a lot of special players, but Haaland is still like I don't think lengthy, is still like the meta, but that is still really good, right? Unfortunately, there are no path to glory players, but like what can you do, right? That's not bad at all. Like that's still a really decent pull, right? That's a huge pull to actually be getting, right? But I need the Ribery done. Right? So why do I feel like I'm gonna end up sending him through, right? So I've gotta get this Ribery done. Hopefully we get it done by the next video, but I think that's where we're gonna leave this video, right? It just feels right. It feels cleaner that way, right? So I don't like waste your time, and I don't just like run through this Ribery pack this SBC like wild, and I just play my cards correctly, right? Because I think they'll do like player picks tomorrow, right? So but the player picks last week, they sucked, right? So I don't even know if that's even worth it. But guys, that'll be the video for now. Peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. This has been Sid. Cheers. Enjoy the World Cup, guys. Yeah, guys, everyone involved, right? In any way, good luck. All right, cheers. Out. Sid.